What's up, guys? This is Mike Loris. I'm going to bring you another game from the Starseries Season 3. As you can see, we're breaking day 11. I have no idea how many days there are, but it's a lot more than 11. Anyway, this is going to be between Absolute Legends playing on the Radiant. Their team, whatever thing, doesn't seem to be here. They're going to be on the Radiant, already picking up the Leshrac, and they're going to be up against Virtus Pro on the Dire. I don't think I've casted a Virtus Pro game, at least from this tournament. So it should be interesting watching them. I think they've had a little bit of a lineup switcheroo during the post TI2 team switcheroo, but both of these teams have gone through a little bit of that. So I feel like, I'm seeing some familiar names on Virtus Pro, but of course I don't know who a lot of these people are. Airman, I don't think I've ever heard of. Amadeus, I think that's Sonya Bandit, so I have heard of that guy. But anyway, just fair warning, this is the morning slot in which I am casting this, and if you guys know, then, well, this is when my casts suck, because it's really early in the morning, but I have time to do it anyway, so I'm going to try to be not as loud, even though I don't think my neighbors are in their room. I think they have class now. I already had some class, so yeah, the cast is going to suck, but hopefully this game will be good to kind of balance that out. Anyway, the band's looking extremely normal. Leshrac, Morphling, and Enigma have been the pickup so far. Virtus Pro going for that Enigma Morphling combination. And did you know that Enigma in the Warcraft 3 Dota was a retextured model of the unit that Morphling was? Morphling was a Sea Elemental, and Enigma, I believe, was a retextured Sea Elemental. So that's pretty cool. They're pretty much the same. They're the same hero. Virtus Pro somehow getting duplicate hero mode out in the pool. But AL, they're going to go for the Disruptor, Leshrac, and the Broodmother. So they already have that long lane. They already have a substantial amount of support. Disruptor, kind of first pick material now. Got picked in, well, not necessarily the first pick, but he got picked in the first phase. And when you're a hero that gets picked in the first phase, you know you're valuable. You know you have it made. Of course, this isn't 0.75 yet. You can see 3 bands on the left side. So the experience bars will be messed up, and well, there won't be any of those like Lycan nerfs or Force Staff price increases or any of those things. So just keep that in mind going into this game. I will make it clear on the video title when we get to 0.75, so you guys could watch out for that. But Virtus Pro, they're gonna go with the Sand King, so it looks like they're shaping up for a 4-1 strat. Enigma's Epicenter into a Enigma's Epicenter. That's what I'm talking about. Like my morning casts, I'm just like stupid during the morning. But Enigma's Black Hole into a Sand King Epicenter is a lot of pain. Fortunately for AL, they already have a substantial counter to that in the Disruptor. Get that Static Storm down. Well, then no one can cast anything. You gotta really force the other team to shuffle around their movement a little bit. Get out of that Static Storm. You don't really use it for the damage. The damage is great, but ultimately, the reason you plop down that Static Storm is to force the other team to move, or to silence them, or both. But AL, they're looking for carry heroes at this point. They want someone to lane up with the Disruptor. Leshrac could solo the mid lane, but it would behoove Virtus Pro to ban out someone who could deal heavy damage, and, well, there you go. They're going to ban out the Anti-Mage. And then, well, they probably go for another damaging hero, something like a CK maybe. Virtus Pro, on the other hand, they have their carry, they have a potential jungle, and they have a melee support. So of course what that means is that they're lacking in the lanes. The ban out from Enchantress is kind of interesting, I guess, making sure that their Enigma goes into the jungle as opposed to that long lane. They don't want someone else in the jungle. I guess they want to really have someone weak in the jungle, in the long lane, so they could really take advantage of that.
10 seconds remaining.
But Virtus Pro, they've got to work on a little bit on their lanes. There's the Venomancer ban.
Dire team ban.
So Virtus Pro, they need a long range support hero. Venomancer was going to be one of those, I'm sure, if they have the opportunity. AL still looking for that damaging hero. Unfortunately, though, well, with both Broodmother and Sand King being picked up, that does mean that, oh, CK ban, I am on fire today. Not really, because that was just, yeah, but banning out the CK. Virtus Pro is going to have to play a little bit of a mind game with AL. They want to have the Sand King in the same lane as the Broodmother. Get that Sand King a couple points of Caustic Finale, and then Broodmother all of a sudden is pretty much useless until she can get her Soul Ring up. AL is going to go with the Invoker, so they're going to solidify their lanes. Probably going to push the Strack to more of a support role, unless for their 5th pick they don't pick up a hard carry. If they pick up someone like a Windrunner or Queen of Pain or, you know, one of those types of heroes, and the Strack probably going to take a little bit more of the farm, but I don't think AL is going to pick up a non-carry hero. But anyway, Virtus Pro, they got to predict where the Broodmother is going to go. Normally you would say, well, the Broodmother is going to go on the hard lane, because that's where Broodmother always goes, right? That's why you pick up a Broodmother. But AL know that Virtus Pro knows that they want to lane the Sand King up against the Broodmother, so they're going to be playing a lot of mind games between those two heroes. And if Virtus Pro make the correct decision, lane the Sand King up against the Broodmother, well then it should go very well for them. The long-range support hero for VP is going to be that Shadow Demon. Give them a lot of setup, and they do have a decent amount of stuns. AL kind of stun light. I mean, they have a lot of utility and like crowd controlling abilities. Like Disruptor doesn't necessarily have a stun, but you know, Kinetic Field, Glimpse, that's pretty much a stun. It's really good against the Morphling, really good against the Sand King as well. No burrow striking for him, as long as you keep tabs on him as far as the vision goes. So now AL, are they going to go for a really heavy damage build? Or really heavy damage last pick? They're going to go for their Night Stalker. So that is going to mean that they're going to have a lot of early mid-game presence. Not so much late game, because the lineup for AL, come late game, cannot compete with the Morphling late game. And the Night Stalker, his Crippling Fear is pretty good against Morphling, and Leshrac could do some damage, Broodmother as well. But really, the carry, the late game, is in Virtus Pro's hands. But AL, their early mid-game is freaking huge. Like Night Stalker, one of the biggest in that regard. Leshrac, if he picks up a lot of Edict, well then he's going to be deadly as well. Disruptor to support all of that, and Invoker, of course, in the early stages of the game, if you land a Sunstrike, well that's going to be pain for days. Virtus Pro's last pick is going to be the Bounty Hunter. This Night Stalker, I feel like, is going to have a field day. That Crippling Fear against the Bounty Hunter, Sand King, Morphling, hell, even the Shadow Demon to prevent himself from self-destructing. Should be pretty easy for him to pick up a couple of kills. We're going to see if AL really do that, or, you know, take the first night easy, and then get the kind of map hacking, map control build with the Aghanim Scepter gem up on the Night Stalker. But Virtus Pro, I feel like they do have the team fight, and they do have the late game. So AL, it's all on them to make things happen within the first 20-30 minutes of the game. That's the time period in which they have to build up their lead, and they have to ride that lead all the way to the end of the game. I mean, their pushing is pretty good, so they could really capitalize on that. Leshrac's Edict, Freezers, Broodlings, and then if God goes for an Exhort build, you'll have those Forge Spirits as well. Anyway, on the VP side, Virtus Pro, we do have Crazy playing the Enigma. Is this? Yeah, no, it's not. It's NS playing the Enigma. Mozart, who is on your bandit, on the Bounty Hunter. Ooh, Crazy playing the Sand King, and Airman playing the Morphling, and that leaves KSI on the Shadow Demon. On the AL side, Mania is going to be playing Leshrac, Freezer on the Broodmother, Come With Me, supporting as the Disruptor, God on the Invoker, and that leaves Vigos on the Night Stalker hero that I see him play quite often. But smoke up instantly from VP. How many salves do they have? They have a ton of salves. This is going to be level 1 Roshan. You can see Ring of Basilius has been purchased. And really against this lineup, if I was AL, I would not expect a level 1 Roshan because it will be very difficult to pull off. But you know what? They're just going to go straight for it. They don't have any minus armor. They just have the Ring of Basilius aura. That's really the only thing that they have. And I suppose a really high damage Morphling. They're going to have to burn a lot of these salves. AL, I don't think they know about this. Why would they know about this? If you see a team like this, where there's like no Wisp, no Lone Druid, or no Ursa Warrior, or anything like that, then you do not expect yourself to be up against a level 1 Roshan attempt. Roshan is going down slowly but surely. Unfortunately, they don't have any summons, so they can't really get any conversions out to deal that extra damage to the Roshan, but they're burning through the salves. They still do have 2, 3, 4 more. So it's going to be more than enough to actually bring this down. And it looks like, well, Freezer is on the bot lane. He doesn't suspect a thing, I don't think. Crazy and Mozart. Sonya Bandit, Mozart. They're just trading, tanking. There goes the Roshan, level 1 down. That will give everyone a level 2 on the VP side. And it looks like the Bounty Hunter is going to go to the bot lane. He's going to be up against Broodmother. VP is probably going to want to switch, get crazy down there. But a level 2 plus an Aegis on the Morphling, and Morphling even got that. I didn't know Roshan actually counted. Oh, stop it. I didn't know Roshan actually counted as a last hit. I mean, I know you get lots of gold from it, but I didn't know it actually said, you know, in there that you get one last hit. So Morphling got more gold than his buddies. Oh, split earth and kinetic field just barely missing. Crazy. Almost getting caught out. So VP already off to a pretty good start in this game. Let's pop up some charts here. You see the Morphling is fucking rich. That's absurd right there. Vigos and Mania are going to be, well, come with me as well. Going to be trialing it up on the top lane. Crazy. Not going to get much accomplished. KSI is, going to try to do some pulls. And S is going to try to do the same as well. But really, they would like to have a Sand King on this bot lane versus Freezer. Bounty Hunter, I mean, he could do fine. He could definitely survive in this lane. It's going to be a little bit rough with the early Sentry Ward coming out from Freezer. Harassment will never ever stop. So Freezer should have a pretty substantial advantage in that lane. I feel like the lanes from AL are a lot better overall for Virtus.pro, both in their picks as far as the lane control goes, and also as far as how they're laning it. Like, this Invoker's having a field day versus Morphling. He's not going to get a kill. The Morphling does have an Aegis, so he's going to have to kill him twice, which don't think that's actually going to happen. But the Invoker 3 for 1 versus 6 for 2 on the Morphling, actually. Invoker's not doing as well as I thought he was doing. But in the top lane, Vigos getting completely protected by Mania and Come With Me. And Sand King, crazy. He doesn't have anything. KSI, he doesn't have anything either. He's stacking up this camp as much as he can. And they do have the Enigma, which I guess is a pretty substantial experience gold income hero for VP. Because he'll just be constantly jungling, and Enigma, one of the fastest jungling heroes in the game. Just because you could instantly kill something, and then those conversions do really high damage. 28, not bad. Tanking decently as well. So Enigma's going to bring his team a little bit more gold, a little bit more experience total. But will it be enough? Morphling, well, everyone on VP, you gotta remember, they did take that level 1 Roshan, so they do have a little bit more gold in their pocket, they do have a little bit more experience. Getting a 1 level lead on everyone right off the bat is probably not going to be the hugest factor in the game, but, every little bit helps. Vigos just now hitting level 2, and Crazy's already level 3, even after getting shut down, so level 1 Roshan, yeah, that'll do it for you. Oh, Mozart, gotta be careful, man, don't get too close to the Sentry Ward. Gonna pick up a Quelling Blade, might try to hide in the trees versus that Broodmother. I feel like if anything is gonna happen, it's gonna happen on this top lane. Vigos, not yet with the point of silence. Could be very useful against Sand King, who does have 2 points of that Sandstorm. He's gotta be careful against Vigos, Crazy does. In the meantime, Come With Me. He's gone to the bot lane. No one has actually came with him. They're all alone. He's trying to support Freezer, looking for a pick off onto Mozart. There's still 1 Sentry Ward on the Broodmother, so they can make it happen. Level 3 Spiderlings also waveform in from Airman. Looking to dual God with the Cold Snap on the Morphling. Gonna hold him out. Morphling does have that Aegis though. Maybe he's interested in burning it, just trying to do damage. Mozart, where are you going? You're completely trapped. You're gonna teleport out of there, and this stupid creep, like lost vision in the forest. So yeah, there you go. The lane swap has occurred. Crazy. Now on this bot lane, and yeah, Mozart on the top lane. It's not going to really be all that great for Mozart since, well, Night Stalker Leshrac, as a bounty hunter, it's not fun. But he does have the Shadow Demon to assist. If he gets voided, he could just disrupt. But the problem is, the disruption will set up perfectly for Mania's Split Earth. He does have 1 point of that. And like Shadow Demon Leshrac is a combo that you see all the time, or used to see it more. But it's a very stable combo in a dual lane. But when the Shadow Demon's on the other end, well, that works also. It'll give you that setup regardless. That is if he actually saves the Split Earth. Airman taking a lot of damage from that Cold Snap. Don't mess with Cold Snap, man. It's one of the best spells in the game, in my opinion. And it's just one of the many that Invoker has. Airman just being very aggressive. He knows he has the Strength Morph, he knows he has the Aegis. And he's really using that aggression to get creep kills. He's playing on the edge, kind of like that. Crazy. He does only have 1 point of Caustic Finale, 1 level behind the Broodmother, so they kind of missed the opportunity. Mozart trying to teleport out of here. Is there any stun? Void? Not up in time. Split Earth also. Come with me. What are you doing here? Airman and Crazy are going to bring down Come With Me for first blood. Disruptor got a little bit overconfident, and they made him pay for it. But anyway, I feel like the lane swap from VP came a little bit too late. I mean, Sand King, usually you shut Broodmother down from level 1. That's what Sand King does. You get that level 1 Caustic Finale, and even though it's only 90 damage, I mean, it's only 90 damage, that's a pretty large amount of damage. But that's when you really start shutting down the Broodmother. You prevent her from getting anything. And she does have 26 creep kills, which if Crazy was on the bot lane, that's 26 creep kills more than she would have had. Or maybe 20 creep kills more. You can get some inject kills. So VP's, their lane swap came perhaps a little bit late. Vigos now going to go after that Bounty Hunter. Does he have a silence? Not yet. There's a dust though, so they don't even need the silence. Split Earth is going to hit. Mania is here with the Edict, and that's going to be a lot of damage disruption onto the Leshrac, cursing Vigos as well. Mozart is still dusted up. There's long range Split Earth, and Leshrac is going to pick up that kill. Vigos tanking up the tower, and he's going to go down to this. NS coming out of the jungle and picking up that Night Stalker kill in retaliation. So losing the Night Stalker in exchange for the Bounty Hunter. Probably just a wash. Freezer is going to pop off his level 7 Insatiable Hunger with Spawn Spiderlings, trying to go for a kill onto Crazy. Crazy does still have that Burrow Strike though, so he's going to be just fine, and it looks like Morphling is going to be gearing up for a Lincoln Sphere. Very good idea, actually. Prevent the Glimpse, prevent the Night Stalker's Silence, or the Nuke. Either way, it'll buy him a lot of effective HP. A lot of single targets in this game. The VP currently sitting at 2-1 after that kind of cheesy pickoff on Come With Me. Like, that's really... They didn't really work all that hard for that first blood, let's be honest. And Come With Me just fed himself to VP on a silver platter. KSI has transitioned down to this bot lane. Probably just going to go for a little bit of the warding action. In the meantime, NS continuing to farm up already with a headdress. No, oh, he does have a soul ring. It's right there. No boots yet on him though, but smoke up. Vigos and Mania. Is Blue smoked up as well? No, he just teleported in. They're looking for this Enigma. Of course, I think they'll settle for the Bounty Hunter. There's a track up, but an instant cold snap. Are they going to get in range for this? Vigos is very fast, and there's the slow. Mania trying to get in range for the Split Earth. Mozart juking to the bottom. But ultimately, Edict can't juke that out. Leshrac kind of being in a little bit indecisive. Is going to take a couple of tower shots, but, you know, kill's a kill, and trade 2 tangos for a kill. I'll do that every day. Come With Me now supporting Freezer. You don't really need to support the Broodmother, but every little advantage that you give to her, she'll get that much more dominant in the lane. Morphling continuing to farm up the most gold per minute still. So Airman's going to be a pretty substantial force to be reckoned with. AL with their single target lineup, they still do have a lot of time in this game. Their Night Stalkers burning away the nighttime, just farming away. Level 6 Night Stalker isn't the most effective. You really want to get level 4 Void, at least 1 level of Crippling Fear. And then, you know, the more points of Hunter in the night, the better. Someone teleporting in, it's going to be Leshrac. It could be a very easy kill for Airman. There goes Split Earth, and as I say, that Disruptor getting picked off on the bottom lane. But a Cold Snap onto NS. Teleportation coming in. It's going to be Vigos. Tornado onto the Enigma as well. He does have a Black Hole. Does he have enough time to get it off? Black Hole only going to hit Vigos, and God is still on the low ground, so he's going to right-click him down. There goes the Enigma. Vigos very weak at this point. Airman looking for one more waveform, taking a lot of Edict damage. He's going to go for Mania instead. The hits, and the waveform going to be enough. Morphling does pick up that kill. God getting chased down by KSI, but ultimately not going to happen. Once again, a 1-for-1 trade as Vigos survives, just barely. But Morphling going 2-0, still holding on to that age. He's going to time out soon. Demonic Purge onto God. There's the kinetic field, and Mozart just barely gets out of their glimpse. Going to bring God back, but the Demonic Purge takes no prisoners. Invoker takes a fall. Very quick level 6 from the Shadow Demon, actually. I would expect him to be level 6. See, Disruptors, yeah, he's only level 4. Granted, Disruptor's been roaming around a lot more, but... Oh, crazy. With the Spiderling dodges, he only has 2 points in the Sandstorm though, so we can't do that all the time. What actually happened down there? Sand King killed the Disruptor. I believe he had help with the Shadow Demon who teleported back into the mid lane. Wasn't watching that, of course, because I was watching more important things, or different things. There's dust on this bottom lane. So they could go for Freezer. Mania spotting off that Sand King. Could go for long range, low ground Split Earth. Not going to go for it. Oh, Split Earth is going to hit onto Crazy. Cancel off that Sandstorm. And there's the Spiderling Inject, but lots of wand charges plus the mech. Crazy has a lot of health. Mania and Freezer got to fall back. A good attempt by them. But unfortunately, they lined up just a little bit for Crazy to get that double Burrow Strike off. Mozart going to get that track onto the Broodmother. They have no way of locking him down, though. Movement speed or no movement speed. So they're not going to get anything done there. In the meantime, the top lane, Airman as well as KSI, trying to do a little bit of damage to this tier 1 tower. It's going to be the second tower that they get if they manage to bring it down. They should, because no one's actually here. Come With Me is here, but, you know, Come With Me can't really do anything to prevent this. If he goes in, he's going to take a double damage Morphling right to the face. God as well as Vigas thinking of transitioning up there, ultimately deciding against it. There's now a little bit of a push in the bot lane. Broodmother, not the best anti-push hero, but hell, with Mania to support and with Broodmother's tiny amount of anti-push, she should be able to do just fine. Gotta watch out though, because the Sand King does have Epicenter up and available. And Epicenter will definitely kill Mania if he lands a Burrow Strike Epicenter. Don't know about Freezer, it's going to be a little bit close. He's going to need a lot of help from NS. But the towers so far, they're falling on AL's side. And Come With Me, I think Morphling got a little bit aggressive there. Gonna miss that, watching the bot lane. But so far the gold advantage, experience advantage should be in favor of VP, as it is. Between that level 1 Roshan, between the tower advantage, and now Freezer. Mozart preventing the Broodmother from getting any jungle farm. Even converting the Spiderlings, that's cute. You can kill these mud golems, because screw mud golems. They don't look golem-y, they just look like shit, honestly. They look like turtles. Their heads look like turtles, not like the whole body. Right? You can see it, right? I'm not crazy. It actually kind of does look like that. Vigas still on the prowl. Still nighttime. Almost up, though. Doesn't have his ultimate to extend that. Level 8. Not the most successful. Oh, crazy. Going for a Burrow Strike only onto the Spiderlings. Track onto Freezer now. They're just trying to apply passive pressure to this Broodmother, but Broodmother seems to know better. Harassing Crazy back with a lot of damage. Burrow Strike now onto Freezer. Are they going to go in on this? Here comes NS. They could get a Black Hole. They could just get a Malphite stun. Could be good enough. Is there a Burrow Strike? No. Crazy takes a Split Earth, and Mania is here. Mech pops off from NS, keeping Crazy alive, but Burrow Strike, long range, is going to be enough. Ooh, the stick charges, and the right clicks. Tornado going to fly out, just barely missing, but he turns around just a little bit and does give Freezer that kill. Mozart now on the run, going to take some Spiderlings, and he's going to go down as well. Vigas is more than enough chasing power right there. Freezer is going to get himself double kill. Vigas wants more, though. He's going to go for NS. We're going to think about going for NS. NS does have a Black Hole, and you don't want to get Black Holed in the tower. That's just ugly. But AL picked up 2 free kills in the Sand King and the Bounty Hunter. They're going to push down their first Tier 1 tower. Tier 1 tower can take a lot of damage really quickly with a level 3 Edict, and as well as a decent army of Spiderlings. Those towers going to go down. Teleportation coming in. It is the Morphling, so they want to get something out of it. Tornado going to fly. Not hit NS. Going to get a stun onto God, who's in... Oh, Kinetic Field. Only going to not miss. Come With Me is going to take a lot of tower shots. He's going to go down to the Morphling as God, trying to hide in the corner with Ghost Walk, but he's tracked up. There's no way to escape from that. And VP answering back with 2 picks of their own. Very clutch save on that tower. God kind of got a little bit over-aggressive. Like, he went all the way up here for some reason, and, well, when your team's back here and you're over here as an Invoker, well, as anyone, really, you don't want to be doing that, because you get killed, and then you get Come With Me killed also. It's kind of a seesaw battle coming out so far, on this bot lane at least. Rich Pro is going to take their 3rd Tier 1 tower. That is going to clear off all of the Tier 1 towers. Morphling picks that up. Almost does have his ultimate orb, so he could go for a 17-minute lane consider, something like that, if he keeps farming like this. Still leading as far as gold per minute goes, and Roshan is up. Unfortunately, the Roshan potential. Oh, Freezer taking a lot of damage from KSI. He's going to try to turn around and do a little bit of damage with the spiders. Track onto Freezer. And they want Crazy to get this Burrow Strike. Long range Burrow Strike. It is going to hit, and Freezer is as good as dead. There's a waveform in from Morphling, taking down the last of Broodmother's HP. So VP getting a very easy pick. Getting spotted out by that Shadow Poison, and then, of course, by the track as well. Crazy. With the Caustic Finale. Boom! Boom! I love Caustic Finale. It's so much fun to watch. Looks like VP, they want to go for round 2 on Roshan. I was just about to say that they don't have the most Roshan killing power, but now, you know, they have some couple of Eidolons. They do have a Morphling that deals a little more damage now. And it is daytime, so Vigas won't be at his full strength. He does have that darkness, 25 seconds, during which the Night Stalker could just go bonkers. But now that NS actually has something to convert, he's going to convert his conversions. Roshan is going to go down. Crazy burst striking the Roshan. Don't want to go under that. He looks kind of heavy. The Roshan round 2 does go down, and Morphling picks himself up another life. I don't believe he actually used that Aegis. I think it timed out. Virtus Pro going right into the AL jungle. Gonna look for a pick. They're not gonna find anyone. Come with me on the top lane. Needs to teleport back. He doesn't have enough for gold for teleport, but he's gonna walk instead. Because, you know, walking is healthy. But VP, they do have the Aegis. They do have the black hole up, as well as a very early mech. Mech nowhere near being completed on anyone from AL's side. So VP, they have a substantial advantage at this point in the game, and they're looking to push it. They don't necessarily have to, because Airman is going to be very, very powerful as the Morphling later on. But hell, the more room you can get your Morphling earlier on, the more powerful he's going to be later. When you're ahead, get more ahead. Shadow Poison flying out. Freezer is tracked up, so no invisibility for him. Shadow Poison continuing to scout out. Split Earth onto the Eidolons. But just a slow push from VP. Slow split push as well, as Airman just doing his thing in the mid lane.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
A little bit of momentum to the top tower from Come With Me. As VP just continuing to camp out the AL jungle. They feel very confident. You could see how confident they feel through their ward coverage. Sentry wards over here, and then even more aggressive wards down in this area. Wait, what is this? Oh, that's purple. Thought that was a ward. It kind of looked like a ward. Virtus Pro, they have wards all over the AL jungle. So they feel very confident moving around there. They know they're not going to die unless all of AL are there. Even then, you got the epicenter, you got the Enigma black hole. You can do decently for yourself if you take a fight, even if you don't expect it. As long as that black hole comes out in time. Morphling does have his Lincoln Sphere flying in. There it is, right there. So he's going to be a very defensive, hard to kill hero, and harder to kill than Morphlings usually are. With that Aegis and Lincoln Sphere, it's going to be AL is going to be hard pressed to kill him, and they're not really going for him. They seem to be content with letting him just do his own thing. Airman, look how aggressive he's playing. He does have a replicate, so he's not going to die. He has an Aegis as well. But still, AL, they're just farming their individual heroes and trying to deal with the push pressure coming out from VP. Teleportation as well as Fortification coming in. And S is going to take a stun, and Kinetic Field not going to catch him, but glimpsed right back into it. And S is going to go down to this one. Tornado going to slam him down. No, not yet. Mech keeping up alive in a black hole onto Mania, but instantly cancelled by that Static Storm. And S is going to go down. Disruption onto Vigas, I believe. Going to look for Crazy. He's channeling his Epicenter, going to Burst Strike in. Not hit Vigas. The Epicenter does do a lot of damage to him, though, and the Demonic Purge does take him down. Crazy going to get nuked down. He's going to try to hide in the Sandstorm as Mozart tries to make his way out. They just need one more spell to bring Crazy out. He's going to burst right into the trees. Is there enough? One more right click. One more right click. Oh, it's not going to happen. Very clutch escape coming out from the Sand King. They make yet another 1-for-1 trade. Night Stalker for the Enigma. Once again, not worth it for AL. Especially if they lose Freezer right here. He's getting stalked up. There's the Disruption. No Curse available. The Curse goes onto a Spiderling. Freezer does have Airman and Mozart to deal with. He's going to try to run away, but he's not going to hide into his invisibility. He's got to rely on this movement speed to try to juke them out. With that extra track movement speed, Shuriken Toss not going to do enough. They just need one more waveform in, and Freezer's as good as dead, but the movement speed now from the webs might be enough. Airman needs a long-range waveform to hit. Going to replicate in, waveform in. There you go. Burn the mana, get the kills. In the meantime, Crazy going to go for God, who's pushing mid lane all by himself. Demonic Purge going to slow God down. Needs to invoke Ghost Walk like right now. Don't know if he has it on cooldown, though. He's going to instead just run for it. There's the Ghost Walk. Do they have True Sight? They do not have True Sight. Crazy does have a Blink Dagger, though, so they got to watch out. Level 2 is up on the Epicenter, and even though the Black Hole Epicenter combo didn't necessarily flow together perfectly, hell, it worked out just fine. 6-10 so far in favor of VP. The tower advantage, well, I'd say it's in VP's favor, having not lost any towers, and you can see AL getting crushed right now. They haven't taken a single tower, and VP have taken all but 2 of the outer towers, if that is. Plus a Roshan. Come with me, he's going to take a track, get the vision going, and Kinetic Field just not going to do anything. Just burning some of Disruptor's mana for unsuccessful spells. They need to wait till this nighttime to make anything happen. It's almost that time for Vigas to just go ballistic. But is he even powerful enough? Let's see what his skills are at. He is 400 in the Night 1, Crippling Fear, so he does have a pretty good amount of strength for a Night Stalker at this point in the game. Gonna go straight for that BKB. But I feel like AL simply lack the damage that they need. VP, their damage is there. They have a huge amounts of magic damage. And Shadow Demon contributing a little bit with Shadow Poison. But Broodmother doesn't have all that much. That Sand King switcheroo later in that middle stage of the game. Middle stage of this game as we're standing in right now. I don't know where I'm going. 10 minutes in, you know, that 5 minute, 6 minute, 7 minute Sand King switch really slowed down her farm. Smoke up from AL. All of them are here except for Freezer, of course, on that bot lane. Gonna look for a pick. There goes the nighttime from Vigos. Looking to extend this as much as he can. Tornado gonna fly out, hit Chaos. No, only gonna hit onto NS. Static Storm is down, but here comes Blink in from Crazy. With that epicenter, gonna do a lot of damage to Vigos as well as Come With Me. First one to fall is that Enigma before he gets that black hole off AL. Vigos is gonna go down also, though. Airman just holding his ground versus Freezer, who's teleported in. He's on the run, though. Does he tracked up? He's not tracked up. Waveform from the Morphling. There's no track on him, but they're instead going to go for Come With Me. Burrow Strike in, and the right clicks are going to do enough damage to bring him down. Airman strength morphing, and he's going to be just fine. Looking towards Mania, he's going to waveform across, I believe. Yes, waveform across, going to go straight for Mania. And as Amadeus Mozart's getting swamped by God as well as Mania, Airman is going to bring down the Leshrac. Burrow Strike in once again from Crazy, going to take down God. The only one to live is Freezer, as Lincoln Sphere saving Airman's death right there. So VP taking a 4-for-3 fight. And that wasn't even with their black hole. That Static Storm, you can see the power of it right on that Enigma, denying any form of spell cast at all. But you know what Static Storm doesn't prevent? It doesn't prevent Morphling from going bonkers all over your team. And that could be a problem. Now see a pause here from Freezer. Not sure why. No, it could be for anything. Maybe they just need to get themselves collected, because 9-14, the kill score, doesn't seem like VP is in that much of a lead. But you know what? The gold chart, that says it all. 4 on top for VP, and the only one who's on the bottom is their hard support hero, the Shadow Demon, who is still above 2 from AL. Take a look at the experience per minute. Not necessarily the same story. God and Broodmother, God and Freezer doing decently as far as that goes. But VP still firmly on the top. There we go. Look at that pause, most efficient pause in the world. The Morphling does have 4,100 gold, still with the Aegis, has yet to die a single time, even with holding that Aegis. This Morphling is unkillable, but then again, AL haven't really been making that much of an attempt to go for him. The longer this game drags on, the more the Morphling is going to be a threat. And then, you know, Night Stalker can't do as much to the Morphling. Come With Me is going to be free food. Smoke now from Vigos as well as Come With Me. You can look towards someone, but everyone from VP is sticking together. We have an effective 3 heroes in this camp, and then KSI is just to teleport support away. Vigos is going to find Amadeus Mozart. Track onto Vigos, though. He's going to try to go for KSI, who takes a disruption and a curse onto Vigos. Demonic Purge as well, and he's in tower range. Where's the Burrow Strike? Burrow Strike from long range. He's going to bring down Vigos, who's got way too over aggressive there. Static Storm can do a little bit of damage and Come With Me. Is now in a horrible position, taking him Alpha Stun. He comes back crazy before you get that Burrow Strike, but the damage is going to be enough from the Enigma. 2 down from AL. Way too aggressive coming out from them. Mania in the meantime. Oh, disrupting under the tower. He's going to take a curse as well. Just one more right click is going to do it, but no, Shadow Demon denies the tower. As Mania unsuccessfully tries to push down the tower. The only tower that AL managed to bring down, and that's denied by KSI. So VP playing very well this game. AL definitely not in top form. And for what I've seen from them so far, not too impressed, to be honest. I haven't seen all that many games, so, and they're also a very new team, so I'll kind of try to reserve judgment there. Morphling's loaded, 53, and now no gold. What is he getting? Manta Style straight up? Sure, why not? He's gonna get as many ultimate orbs as he can. Leshrac did successfully manage to take down the tier 1 on the bottom lane. Mozart teleported in. Mania, ooh, blind dust. He knew that Mozart was going to come in, but unfortunately that dust just went to the air. Ended up being wasted. He's here now. There's a track as well as Shuriken Toss onto God. He can instantly cold snap that Bounty Hunter as well as hit him with the Tornado. Oh, crazy. Long range Epicenter plus a Burrow Strike. He's going to bring down God. Using Epicenter only on 1. But you know what? I think they're okay with that because their team fight at this point in the game, yeah, it's substantial with the Morphling and Sand King. With the Enigma and Sand King. But the Morphling is strong enough now so that they don't really have to rely on the team fight. They can start relying on the Morphling. They can afford to burn the Epicenter, which, you know, doesn't have the longest cooldown. It's no black hole, definitely, which has 180 cooldown at level 3, with this is only 100, so that's a whole other minute that you have this the epicenter on cooldown, where the black hole is not. Push onto the top lane. Vigas doesn't really have all that much. He's level 11, but his farm isn't the best as Morphling. Where the hell is Morphling? The hell is he doing over here? Doing some very aggressive diving with the replicate, I guess. Definitely wasn't expecting that. Mania dying at his tier 2 top tower, or where it was at least. 2 gems up from VP. Did they pass? Oh, no, they passed off the gems. Only 1 up. Oh, they're going to find Freezer, though. Crazy's going to get a burrow strike. No way to miss this one. Freezer is going to take a burrow strike, and the right clicks are going to begin. Do they have any vision? No, they don't. I feel like that's a little bit of a mistake. They could have waited just like 5 seconds for Bounty Hunter to close in and get a track off. That would have been a kill. But you know what? I'm sure they were fine with it because they forced that Broodmother back. They're going to get yet another Roshan. All of AL. They're kind of dispersed, so they can't really contest this Roshan. And even if they do, well, then you're walking into a small corridor with Black Hole and Epicenter to greet you. That's not necessarily the good situation. Roshan is going to go down. Morphling going to continue his trend of invulnerability as he picks up his 3rd Roshan, I believe, who got the cheese. Sanking got the cheese. And Airman just continuing to farm. Oh, he's going to find Come With Me and glimpse back all the way to the Roshan pit. Come With Me, just being a little bit of an inconvenience. I mean, like, Morphling is now just with his team, and they're going to push down the mid lane. Is that really what you want? Come With Me? Is that really what you want? This Morphling's pretty dangerous at this point. I guess he made him burn a teleportation scroll, so that's on cooldown now. It's going to give Vigas a little bit of time to push out this top lane. They might get this tier 2 tower, but you know what? You know, their Raxes are in danger, so they probably should fix their priorities just a little bit. Now the tower is starting to take a little bit of damage. Teleportations are coming in. Split Earth only going to hit on the Manta-style illusions. Going to bring them down, which is great. A little bit less damage going towards your tower. Tornado going to fly out, hit no one. EMP hitting on that Morphling, but with that Lincoln Sphere, he has a ton of mana to work with. Plus Arcane Boots popping off. 1 from Sand King, I believe. 1 from the Enigma. No, Enigma does not have Arcanes. Shadow Demon does. Airman is going to get glimpsed back, which is going to turn out to be a good thing for him. It's a little bit more of a retreat path there. And that is not the Enigma. Enigma's over here still. I'm like, where are you going, Enigma? You coward. Airman's going to take a Split Earth. Remember that the Morphling still is very weak as far as his total HP pool. Another Tornado going to fly out, only hit the creeps. Airman going to have to wait for him out of there. Absolute Legends so far defending. But VP, they can do this all day. They're far enough ahead to sacrifice a couple lanes in order to just slowly work down this tier 3 tower. 548 HP on it, and as another creep wave comes in, Mania's going to have to... Ooh, getting a little bit of lag. This is interesting. What is going on here? Well, I guess we'll be watching a slideshow of the next fight as more conversions being made. Tracks up onto everyone. 3, 4. All but Freezer tracked up. Disruption onto Airman, effectively duplicating a Manta style, and the tier 3 tower does go down. Airman, wait for me out, and there goes the epicenter from Crazy onto the Leshrac, instantly bringing him down. Vigas popping off his BKB, but he gets Black Hold. No way to cancel this with the BKB up on the Enigma. No, there is not. Vigas is going to take a fall as well. Enigma picking up that kill with the Black Hole damage. Now with 2 down, VP are just going to focus the melee racks. Ice Wall dropping off from God, not hitting anything. I guess it does hit a little bit on that tail end. Burst Strike in, killing off the creeps with the caustic finale. And the Invoker now in a lot of danger. He's going to take a curse. Wait for him out. Ooh, no. Force Staff out, I mean. Wait for him in for the Morphling. And Bounty Hunter with a long-range Shuriken toss does pick up the Invoker. The tier 3 as well as the Raxes have gone down. And VP, they're not done yet. They're going to slide up to this top lane. And they can't really tank the tower effectively, but they don't really care because they're so far ahead. There's a GG call from Come With Me. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been AL on the Radiant versus VP from the Star Series Season 3. For a morning cast, didn't go too badly, gotta say. But VP, a very impressive showing from them, and this is the first game I believe I've casted of them in this tournament. So we'll see if this is how they roll. Very solid 4-1 strategy. Or we're going to have to see if this is a fluke. I'm sure there'll be VP game, I don't know, somewhere, sometime. But this game is over, guys. More games to come out. And once again, thank you for supporting me. Thank you for subscribing. Always looking for more viewers. So show your friends and let them know that I suck at this game and that they shouldn't take anything for granted. But that's going to be it, guys. Waiting for the score screen, and GG. My frame rate is taking a shit. What the hell's going on?